did you know that the number of babies developing flathead syndrome is increasing each year? Likely because flathead syndrome is something less often talked about. Flathead syndrome, or what others call positional plagiocephaly, is when a baby's head develops a lasting flat spot, causing it to look slightly asymmetrical. The flat spot may be either on one side of the head or on the back of the head. Because the baby's skull is still soft, flathead syndrome usually occurs when a baby sleeps in the same position for longer periods of time, giving off constant pressure on a single spot on the baby's skull. In today's video, we will give you an overview of what and why flathead syndrome happens and the top 6 ways you can do and how to prevent it. If you are new to our channel, please click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to get real-time updates about new informative baby videos. Do give this video a thumbs up, share this with a friend or others who need to hear this, and leave a comment to let us know what you think. The material in this video is provided solely for educational reasons and is not intended to be taken as medical advice. To continue, this syndrome has 2 types. The first one is plagiocephaly. In plagiocephaly, one side of the head is flattened, causing it to look asymmetrical. To add, on this type, the ears may be misaligned and your baby's head may look like a parallelogram. The other type is brachycephaly. On this type, the flattened part is the back of the head, causing for the baby's head to widen up and may cause the forehead to bulge occasionally. So how would you prevent your baby from getting the flathead syndrome? Here are the ways. Do gentle neck massages. Doing gentle neck massages to your baby promotes movement and relaxes their neck muscles, giving them control of head movements. For the neck massage, gently put up your baby into a sitting position. If your baby already has good head control, you can do this by holding your baby's forearms. If your baby needs a little more support from you, simply place your hands behind the head and neck to lift your baby into position. Now gently rock your baby forwards and backwards. Heads up, mommies and daddies! If your baby tends to hold their head to one side more than the other, it could be a sign of tight neck muscles. Watch out for it. Move your baby around. The more time your baby spends resting their head against flat surfaces like a crib and beds, the more likely they're going to get flat spots on their heads. Holding your baby around, especially when they're already 2 to 3 months of age, gives them a chance to see a lot of things, allowing movements to their neck and head. Make sure to alternate your baby's head positions. Too much pressure on any one area can cause sores and flat spots. Rotate the direction that your baby lies in, especially if your little one is sleeping, to prevent this issue. Also on the list is encouraging them to play. Letting them play with you is also allowing them not to stay in a single position, thus can prevent the development of flat spots around your little one's head. Get their favorite colorful stuffed toy, or you can also use his or her rattle and let it move around in different directions. Your little one will likely follow the direction of the toy. We also have switching sides upon breastfeeding. Doing repositioning upon breastfeeding also lowers the chance of your baby to have flathead syndrome, thus it lowers the pressure on each side of your baby's head. Daily tummy time. Tummy time can start as early from their first day home from the hospital. You can practice tummy time 2 to 3 times each day for about 3 to 5 minutes each time, and gradually increase tummy time as your baby gets stronger. Supervised time spent laying on their stomach is good for your baby. Tummy time even helps your baby prevent flat tops and strengthen their neck, back, and core muscles. So the other question is, does flathead syndrome correct itself? Parents are often worried that flathead syndrome will lead to significant skull deformities in the long term, but this is not necessarily the case. Flathead syndrome can and does improve on its own, provided that the deformity is also only mild. It's noticed early enough, and rigorous repositioning is undertaken to prevent the baby from spending too long lying with her head in the same position. However, there are many cases in which flathead syndrome will not improve adequately on its own. To add, a moderate or severe flat spot will usually require more than repositioning alone in order to be rectified. For babies with conditions such as torticollis, which restricts movement in the neck, it can be tough and burdensome, if not impossible, to reposition at all. Additional question you have in mind is perhaps, if my baby has flathead syndrome, should I have it treated? There are a wide range of factors that affect the extent to which self-correction occurs. Age and severity are important considerations. For example, in most cases, flathead syndrome will improve significantly if repositioning is implemented successfully during early stages. The best piece of advice that we can give you is to follow your parental instincts rather than allowing yourself to be pressured into making a decision. And never underestimate what your doctors can do. Visit your pediatrician and talk about this. After all, they're there for a reason, and only you can know what is best for your child. If you are learning more about the flathead syndrome because of this video, we will be giving you more informative ones in the upcoming days. So see you on our next video.